Champion International Corporation presents the 1991 National Collegiate Rowing Championships from Harsha Lake at East Fork State Park. The men's varsity 4+ cocks, Penn in lane 2, Washington in lane 3, Vermont Catamounts in lane 4, Marist College in lane 5, and Santa Clara in lane 6. Penn Quakers took the lead from the start and held it for the entire race. Standing unchallenged for the entire length of the race, Coach Stan Bergman's trained this Penn team hard, and they performed to the task here, winning decisively over Washington in second place and Santa Clara in third. So the official for the men's varsity 4+, Penn winning decisively 7:07.43, Washington in second 7:14.16, and a close third Santa Clara. Penn Quakers, the men's varsity 4+ cocks winners.
Closest to the shoreline will be Cornell, then Northeastern, Pennsylvania, Washington, UCLA, and Harvard. That's our starting order, and we're moments from the start of this, the 1991 Men's Intercollegiate National Championship.
This is quite an exciting time as all boats are sprinting to the 100-meter mark. All boats cross the 100-meter mark with no breakage, and we have a fair start. Your early leader, Penn, by just a nose. Lane 3, Pennsylvania, is rowing at 40 strokes per minute. Northeastern in the dark yellow boat is rowing at 39.5 strokes per minute. All boats have settled now into their first, possibly their first shift. Lane 1, we have Cornell in the white jerseys with a big C on their backs. Lane 2, in the black, we have Northeastern. Lane 3, your current leader, in white jerseys with blue and red blades, Pennsylvania. Right outside of them, the University of Washington in all white. Lane 5, UCLA with blue leotard or unisuits and blue blades. And outside in lane 6, we have the Crimson of Harvard. Across the 500. Your leader is Pennsylvania by half a deck over outside lane 6, Harvard. Third place is still a toss-up between UCLA, Washington, and Northeastern. Penn has settled into 34.5 strokes per minute. Your second place, Harvard, is settled at 37 strokes per minute. And a big push now from Washington. In lane 5, Washington is battling back up with the Harvard Crimson. But it is still Pennsylvania by half a deck, about 3 feet over outside lane 6, Harvard. Third place, Washington. Fourth place, Northeastern. Fifth place by just feet is UCLA. Cornell's hanging right tough with the pack. As we approach the 1,000-meter mark, it's going to be real tight to see who crosses first here. Penn still maintains the narrowest of leads over Harvard, and Northeastern challenging back now on Pennsylvania. Northeastern, big, strong surge is taking seats on Pennsylvania. They've overtaken Harvard for second place, and they're challenging Pennsylvania for the lead. Penn has answered, has met the challenge so far, and has not relinquished the lead, but it's still Penn by barely inches over Northeastern, the all-black team closer to the camera. At the 1,200-meter mark, Penn answered the challenge and is now worked its way back up to 2-seat lead over Northeastern, which maintains a 3.5-seat lead over Harvard, which has 2 seats on Washington, which has 8 seats on dead even UCLA and Cornell. As we come into view, look at the lanes 3 and 2 here. It is Pennsylvania working its way back out to 2-seat lead over Northeastern. And then outside to Harvard, being challenged now by the Huskies of University of Washington. And Cornell has taken over 5th place over UCLA. With 500 meters to go, Pennsylvania crosses first. 2.5 seats up on Northeastern, 4 seats over Harvard. And we're coming into the last 400 meters of this race. It's a barn burner. It's still anyone's boat race. Pennsylvania is maintaining a 3.5 seat lead now, 4-seat lead over Northeastern, but it's going to be a mad dash. If you're anywhere other than looking at this race, get over here, because it's a great race between lane 3, Pennsylvania, and Northeastern. Both these crews now are pulling out from 3rd place, which is Harvard, and it is a mad dash. Both crews have started their sprint. A mad dash to the finish line. Northeastern's coming back on Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania enjoys only a 1-seat lead, and these two teams have been battling each other all season long, and it's a mad dash over to the finish.
Still, Penn leading by a very slight margin over Northeastern. These crews, their last 3 races have been this way. Eastern Sprints, a dual race between these 2 teams, and the IRA. Very close finishes for both crews here. Harvard in the outside lane trying to put a pressure on. They look like they may be getting in there for 3rd. An excellent finish here. We're going to have to quiet down now as we come up to the finish line.
The unofficial winner, the Penn Quakers, led from start to finish. Northeastern very close for 2nd place. On the far outside in 3rd place, Harvard.
4th place, Washington. 5th place to Cornell. 6th place, UCLA. That's the unofficial order of finish. It looked like Penn nosing Northeastern by about a foot to win this one, but we'll have to wait for the replay and the officials' final order of finish. Here we go.
2-1-5-5-8-2-1.
Looks like lane 3 here from our monitor. Okay, the official order of finish. Lane 3, Penn, 1st place. Northeastern 2nd. Harvard 3rd, and that's the official order of finish. We've got a white flag on that. It was Penn by about a foot over Northeastern. An incredibly close race here. This has to be the closest race we've ever had here in Cincinnati.
Very close at the finish with Northeastern making the big push. Northeastern actually made their first surge at about the 1,000-meter mark, and they just never could overhaul Penn.
They could draw level, but they couldn't overtake him. It was an excellent race here. Almost went according to the preliminary estimates. Northeastern coming from behind, trying to pull through. This is the way they won at the IRA. This is the way they beat Penn in their dual race. And they almost did it at the Eastern Sprints, but there Penn was able to hold them off. Penn the early leader. Harvard right along out there with them, and Washington. Harvard was able to stay in there strongly for 3rd, but it was Penn start to finish. That's an incredible performance to be able to lead the whole way in such a close race like that. They were able to withstand the charges.
Here's a look at the finish again. And Penn holding off a determined Northeastern boat at the finish.
A very strong finish. You can see Harvard now in 3rd, a little over a length back. Another length back to Washington.
So the Penn Quakers are the men's varsity 8 winners. They are national collegiate champions, and they win the Hershey Cup, and we'll be having the awards presentations to the top 3 crews in just a moment.
The official order of finish: Lane 3, Penn, first place; Northeastern second; Harvard third, and that's the official order of finish.
Angus Robertson is presenting the winning medals for the Pennsylvania crew.
Okay, here's the lineup for the University of Pennsylvania. In the bow seat, John Carroll. At 2, Ed Petticone. At 3, Chapin Henry. 4 seat, Chris Healy. 5 seat, Richard Cross. 6 seat, Rob Mayer. 7 seat, Alex May. Stroke was Janish Hooker, and the coxswain, Evan Roth. 1991 men's intercollegiate champion, the University of Pennsylvania.
And now Joni Hershey will present watches to the winning team.
No. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
And you get to practice on time. After that large wristband.
Not a Rolex, is it?
Would Stan Bergman join us on the awards platform?
Stand.
Coach! Guys, real tight. Real tight. Wait over there. Coach.
Yeah, now
Where's
he
the
is.
coach? Where's to get the coach? You guys want to double up?
We'd now like to present Joni Hershey is now presenting the Hershey Cup to the champion Pennsylvania crew. Congratulations, Pennsylvania.
So that pretty well wraps up a full day of 10 races of collegiate rowing here at Harsha Lake, East Fork State Park in Claremont County, and the East Coast did extremely well. Radcliffe in the women's races, and then the BU Lady Terriers winning the Varsity 8 for the women, and another East Coast team, the Penn Quakers, winning the men's Varsity 8, pretty much an East Coast kind of day.
It was 2 new national champions, and first time ever for BU and for Penn to win this regatta here. Excellent performances. They've got to be very happy with their performances today. And very good racing. We saw high quality racing today. Future Olympians out there we saw racing today.
So the 10th National Collegiate Men's Race conducted here at the Harsha Lake's history, and the Penn Quakers win first time in the men's Varsity 8 and the women's Varsity 8, the Boston University Lady Terriers.
This year's event is dedicated to the memory of Mark P. Hershey, in whose name the Hershey Cup is awarded each year. His spirit and generosity will be remembered.